As I stare into the title screen of Blacksad Under the Skin, without intention of rhyme, I see that I'm phasing into its universe. Ready to continue the investigation from when we left off. It's finally time to check on the apartment of Yale, see if we can find any clue to where he could have uh, left. I still have no clue of possible motives of murdering Dunn, except for the well, but that doesn't amount for much evidence. And as for who did it, I don't quite believe.
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place.
It was Yale.
I'll wait down here. When you're done, maybe you'll change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Wilson, come here.
And yep, Wilson is in trouble. I had not realized that I would have to watch the cutscene again. The place looking normal. There was still pizza on the table.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
Good point. Anything else? What is this beer? Okay. Good point, Mr. Blacksad. Pizza and beer doesn't really make for an athlete's thing.
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
Oh. So Bruno knew Yale. Okay. And lied about it? Alma Mater, La Fontaine today.
17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady.
I want to look around a little bit more before I make any
A
conclusion.
woman's fragrance. Almost angelical.
A scarf? Wait a second.
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
Is Yale running from the woman? That's classic. My very own sync was like this, like 40 minutes ago. And that's exactly what my reaction when I looked at it. Caution, enter at your own risk. Huh. Oh, that's the bathroom. The music is getting...
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes? Unless someone emptied it recently.
Venarius, the poet boxer.
Nice chain. So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby?
If it is Bobby's.
Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
Oh, Complete poems of whom? Avenarius.
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
Anything weird in the bathroom? What about I take a look at this place first? There is nothing there? Okay.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
This plant hasn't been watered in a while. Seriously, nothing here? Uh-huh. There's no way you'll find all these things. Some are in such weird positions. I don't care though. So, hey, there's paint on a different floor. Doing his...
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he threatened to call the fight off.
Okay. I had done it before but didn't save, okay. This.
That means she's been here recently, but why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Yep, she is. Mary has been at Yale's place recently. Mary Prunell and Bobby Yale killed Dunn. I'm not entirely sure. Yale has anything to do with it, but my current primary suspect is Mary. If she was having an affair with Yale, maybe she wanted to get rid of Dunn. And she would have access to Yale's locker key. Alright. Anything else I can learn from this place? Can leave and avoid O'Leary. Or stay. And go through the front door. Let me think this through a little bit. He'll probably going to pressure me into saying the stuff I found here. It's not gonna be good for anybody involved. But if I go the wild way, he's gonna get suspicious and I'll be in even more trouble with him. Will he have any good information about this whole deal that could extract from him? I don't think so. He is just as clueless about where he is as I am. But I know who to ask. Bye.
With people like O'Leary, you just never know. I didn't want to put Mary at risk. Why not take her a little something instead?
Is it Blacksad?
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise? When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
How did you open the door to his apartment?
I think it was already open. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out. What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
There are
How
plenty
can
of
you
evidence.
convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Not really.
Segregated housing, with far worse homes for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I'm black too, and I don't hide it.
Well, at least you're a man.
In any case, what's that have to do with Bobby Yale?
He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. I'm sorry I accused you so lightly.
Don't worry, I understand.
Are you sure you don't know where your nephew is?
I've looked everywhere. He's nowhere to be found.
Don't worry.
Everywhere, everywhere?
I'll find him.
Thank you.
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
Ah, if you just knew.
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances.
Yeah, very useful, okay. Pictures? What's on the... Feminine stars are home. Berlinda's Lovelace. Well... What you should identify with the smell. Over here and down here.
fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
Okay.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world. Let me go get a knife from the kitchen. And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ? Coffee?
OJ is fine, thanks.
Okay.
Sorry, I was going to help you with that.
Come on, you ate the whole thing? Yep, you ate the whole thing.
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog.
Oh
Mary,
no.
when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew is here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that.
What?
That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
Okay,
Mary, for
I'm
Christ's
very
sake, put that
close.
knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
Mary, I came here to help.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Leave her alone!
What do I need to see? Ah. Oh, that's not an X. That's a Y. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna kill you!
I'm on your side, Bobby.
But I'm not on yours!
Okay. That's very telegraphed. What happened? What just happened?
Bobby!
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things
no.
you can't forget.
Okay, chest compressions. Chest compressions.
1, stay calm. 2, 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi.
I'm killing
4
this guy.
Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 7 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi.
Bobby! Oh, Bobby! Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Thank you.
Maybe he can't
I
fight.
had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect. And I had saved a life.
But
And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong.
something is going wrong.
Terribly wrong.
Yeah, surely. What's going on?
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun!
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang!
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties. I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang!
That's a bad dream.
You're dead to me, cat.
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
How long have I been sleeping?
I just got here. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
I know how to pick my men, John. You? I'm not so sure. You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
Why everyone in Neuer stuff needs to smoke so much?
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn?
I'm not so sure yet. Blacksad?
Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
To be honest, I'm not so sure Yale killed anyone.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
I've got several theories, but that's about it.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I can't promise anything.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
Who are... Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me...
do I look like I fared well to you?
I do want to know his name. Palmer. Yeah. Nose?
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Confirmed heart attack. Okay. That's not good for a boxer. Can you stop smoking in a freaking hospital?
Go away. I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this.
You are on the patient's room and
Getting a
you're
chance
smoking.
to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case.
It's body language that I'm looking for. Steady heartbeat.
His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage.
I think he's nervous.
He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but... I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase. Who killed Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Let's go slow.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
Can I... Anything else?
His pupils just dilated. Did I surprise him?
Looks like so.
Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage? Is he holding back his rage?
I guess I'll go straight to the weapon.
I know the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you mean?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of those.
Okay, he's being framed.
All
And I
right,
believe it.
let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager, or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status, that Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy.
Alright, that doesn't seem to be grounds for murder. Like, it's too much.
Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind.
I'll leave Sonia for last.
Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jake Ostiambi.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that. What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life? Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
Thank you for...
He's sleeping. Well, he seems a lot more relaxed. No comments?
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person.
The eyes, right?
Is that eye movement normal?
Let's
He
go,
seems
reptile.
restless. Should I tell someone? The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
And no more cigarettes.
See? There's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too, after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh, good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know. And for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Where that would be.
I need to get my hands on his test results.
Mm-hmm. Who could help me with that? Oh, I can use the phone. Let's focus on the test results, then I focus on the phone. Cooties. Okay. That's an interesting picture of Mother Mary, if that is Mother Mary. Looks like it. Join the staff, okay. I wonder if I can just ask. Ooh. Use that. Robert Yale. Okay.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
Cigarettes. They sell cigarettes in a hospital? Okay, I know this is a time I don't really know well, but this is ridiculous. Yes, the name. Reina? Ah. Shift of the day. I hate this, but I think...
I'll take a pack of Morleys, please.
Honey, get me a pack of Morleys for Mr. Handsome.
I was hoping that she would get it herself. The smoke's coming out of her forehead.
Yale's medical report is right there. Mind if I take a look?
I guess it does.
No, I don't think so, handsome.
Can I do it some other way?
It seems like the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot during his 12:30 surgery. In 4 hours. Could I get them to operate any sooner?
Whose surgery again? I don't know who he's doing surgery for. Okay. Is that Aslam?
Jerry Highfill. Long time no see.
Blacksad, I didn't want to wake you. How's the boy?
Asleep.
I hope he recovers in time for the fight. I got tickets. Although between you and me, he doesn't stand a chance. It'll be a fun bout, nonetheless. Not like this. God, this is boring.
Let's talk about
Are the odds against Yale that bad?
The boy's talented, don't get me wrong. But stone is stone, you know? I bet half my pay, but you know, no vice for me.
You say you've got a good job, and yet you're bored.
Well, it's just a figure of speech, really. I like my job. Is it boring? Yes, but I can entertain myself with a good fight or a football game. Well, watching them, that is.
All right.
You want to smoke?
Don't smoke or drink. No vice for me. Smoking's dirty. Alcohol goes straight to your head. And women, they're all just mean. Well, everyone except mine.
Well, I agree with you.
Are you sure about that?
Except about
Not
you,
even one little vice?
Nope. Between you and me, when someone gives in to vice, it's because something's missing. Something in their life just isn't right. I've got a good wife, a good job, a good house, a good TV, and a good hobby. Sports. Well, watching them, that is. What else do I need, eh? Blacksad, vice is for losers. Man, I'm bored.
Well, I'm going back in.
Yeah, rethink your smoking habits, Blacksad. Oh. Okay, let's play with the telephone. Yeah, of course. Let's call Dunn's gym.
Dunn's gym. Sheikh Ostiambi speaking.
Jake, it's Blacksad. I just wanted to...
I have work to do, John. Call you later. Ronald, get on that ring!
Okay. Let's cheat the...
Trauma? Sherry speaking.
Get Dr. Gregor Talbot, please.
Yes, 1 minute. No, actually, Dr. Talbot won't be in until 12:30 according to my registry. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Oh, you can't. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Sherry, this is Dr. Talbot. We have to reschedule the 12:30 procedure. I want everyone in the operating room in 5 minutes. If anyone gives you any grief, tell them it's a matter of life or death. Understood?
A matter of life and death. A matter of life and death. You gotta be kidding me. These people.
Well,
All right now. How do I put this? I need something that you...
Oh. Only if you guess why I'm giving it to you.
Okay. This.
You want to help me solve a criminal investigation.
Well, aren't you smart? But be quick about it. You hear me, huh? If that witch comes back.
Okay. Let's be as quick as my controls allow. Blackout following cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Okay. Pertussis? What's pertussis?
What? What does it say here?
Ah, you know doctors. The top handwriting is mine. Let's see. Extrasystole and dehydration caused by panic attack.
Extra what?
You know, arrhythmia, like skipped heartbeats.
Okay.
What about this here?
It's a good thing I know that Mr. Yale is in Dr. Ferguson's hands. Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Hey, no means no, miss.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders. And the fact is, those orders say that...
Here you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Tell him, Blacksad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Highfill, she's the owner of Yale's gym.
A woman?
Whether the kid recovers or not depends entirely on her.
Between you and me, and all due respect, miss, but aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right, let her in, but she's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Thanks for convincing
okay.
the cop.
You hired me to find Yale. I wanted you to see him with your own eyes.
I see. Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
I'm so suspicious of her. So what was that about? There's a gun here. There's a gun in here.
No! No!
Why did you say that? Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Why did you come? What are you doing here? Please, tell me, why are you here? Sonia, I need an answer. No! No!
Okay, that's not the way to do it. I need to see
Why
them.
did you say that? Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
The gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Come on, lock into the gun. Why don't you lock into the gun?
No! No!
No, indeed. What the heck? Do I need to get on the
Why did you
exact
say that?
pixel?
Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Huh, no. She's gonna do something stupid. Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
No, I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
Your father sacrificed everything to pay your way through college. If you do this, you'll destroy the future your father wanted you to have.
Shut up! None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Oh no.
No! No!
No. Okay. It's too late. It's
Why
too
did you
short
say that?
time. I can't hear that. Okay, retry.
Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
Why?
No.
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
You can't take justice into your own hands. Believe me, it will haunt you as long as you live.
Shut up! None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice.
Got it. That gun is not empty. That I know.
It's okay.
I'll keep my distance. I'm not doing well with her.
Uncle Tim!
Sweetie, I came back from Los Angeles as soon as I could.
I told you not to rush back.
Come on now, honey. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
No, this is John Blacksad, the detective who found Bobby.
Oh, so this is strictly professional. I thought you had some good news for your uncle.
No, Uncle Tim, don't be silly.
Come on, we'd better let him rest. I see. Let's say you're right and Bobby Yale is innocent. Who should we focus on now?
We?
Well, your father turned down my money, but he made me promise one thing, that I'd take care of you if anything happened to him.
But I can...
I know you're perfectly capable of managing that gym on your own, but we don't even know if he'll be ready to fight Stone. Besides, someone seems really invested in stopping that fight, and someone has to pay Mr. Blacksad to get to the bottom of all this. Please, talk some sense into her.
It's your life. As much as you love your uncle, it's up to you to decide whether you want his help or not.
Blacksad, I was just starting to like you.
No.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much.
All right, stop crying or you'll ruin your makeup, honey. Now fix yourself up and I'll buy you some breakfast.
Wait, my purse.
I'll get it. It must be...
Blacksad, wait a minute. I think she needs some time alone, just like you and me. Listen, boy, do whatever it takes to find Joe's murder. Whatever it takes. If things get messy, don't worry. I'll clean them up. Deal?
I'm not a vigilante.
Well, suit yourself. Just get that ball to the end zone.
No. Are you telling stories about the great iron arm again?
Wait a minute. Of course. The Milestones quarterback. Tim Iron Arm Thorpe.
It's a good thing folks usually recognize me sooner. Blacksad, you coming to breakfast?
I'd love to, but I have to go ask for a favor.
Okay, now to find the murderer. I can't think of anyone. No, seriously, I cannot think of anyone that would actually have a motive to kill Dunn.
The investigation required that I ask Jake for a small favor. Or demand it, if worse came to worst.
Okay. Let's check what they have in mind, though. Dr. Ferguson. Ilhan is caused by panic attack. Yeah, it was planned out. Don't think this is it.
Huh. That lizard isn't Yale's doctor.
That is it? Yeah, okay. A lizard. I haven't seen a lizard so far. So they allow the place to be cleaned up? Okay.
This one's got extra padding, just like Jake.
Extra padding, okay. Yeah.
How many hits does a boxer take to the head throughout his career?
A lot. Let's talk to our friend first. Me. But, yeah.
He's been training with those same shorts for who knows how long.
Ugh. I hope he cleans it.
Not the smartest cookie in the jar, nor the most tactful. But do I trust him? No. Do I consider him a friend? Yes. I hope he never feels inclined to hit me. He's twice my size.
Okay. What about?
Hey, Jake.
Not now, John.
Okay.
Hey, hi.
Hey, focus, will you?
Okay. Let's walk around. No more triggers here.
The racist brain is so full of hatred that there's no space for trifles such as common sense or, say, spelling. But this most cultured writer spotted the error and attempted to correct it, not sure what to make of the outcome.
Yeah, that actually says something about the personality of whoever did this. He might be a racist jerk, but he cares about spelling? That could be a clue. Farting is the key to success. Okay. Is that it? I just can see the phrases again. Let's take a look. I mean, let's be true. The harder you bang, the muckier you get. Who wrote those things? No dung, no glory. To use white paint, meh. It's just a bathroom. And there's a white paint everywhere because Dunn kept repainting the place, I guess. Let's see. Can I look at the window? I don't think so. Anything useful here? Can I talk to you again?
Hey, Jake.
Damn it! Wait a minute.
Hey, Jake.
I said not now.
Hey, Jake.
Damn it! Wait a minute.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
All right, that's enough. Take 5. Go on. What, John? What's so important?
Have you noticed anything strange about Sonia?
I don't know. Yesterday she said she hated the gym. But it also seemed like she wanted to save the place. Do you get any of this? I sure don't.
It might not have seemed that way, but she loved her dad. Believe me, I've got reasons to be certain. Why are you coaching that guy?
Oh, that's right. You don't know. Sonia asked me to run the gym. Well, at least the fun part.
Okay.
As soon as Bobby Yale's back on his feet, I'll turn him into a champ. I'll make him crush stone. Just you wait. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Couldn't you just stop working for O'Leary?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Could you tell me where O'Leary's headquarters are?
What for? No. You could get me into trouble. No way.
You lied to me yesterday, and being the good friend that I am, I kept your secret. You owe me. I don't think I'd keep protecting you if we weren't friends. Although, if we were friends, you wouldn't hesitate to help me. Tell me, Jake, are we friends or not?
Damned cat. All right. O'Leary's hideout is in the basement of a Chinese restaurant. But I don't even know how to get in.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
Wait, were we supposed to meet?
Of course. Your place, 11 p.m. See you there.
What?
Ronald, the break's over.
After 30 hours of work and several beatings, every bone in my body ached for a bed.
Now it's my turn.
So I went home to recharge. Because the night ahead was bound to be promising.
Okay. Oh, Larry. What could he want with Dunn? He's another one that doesn't seem like he would gain anything from murdering him. The only one that seems to be gaining anything from murdering Dunn is his daughter. And it doesn't look like it was her.
What do you know about that basement?
Well, let me think. Nothing?
Come on, Jake, for Christ's sake. Strain that little boxer brain. You must know something.
I've come to get O'Leary several times, but they always make me wait in the dining room. One day it was so late that the restaurant was closed. They made me call from a payphone in that alley over there to let them know I was here. A few minutes later, O'Leary came out the back door, that red one there.
All right. You stay by the payphone. Wait till I'm inside. If you see anyone, call the same number you did that one time. Let it ring twice and hang up. Got it?
Screw you!
A promising night indeed.
Can I just waltz in?
A bit too high to climb. If the basement I'm looking for were in that building.
I don't even know what I'm doing. You are on Leon Tong territory. Okay. I'm not gonna ring.
Stupid rabbit.
Is he watching cartoons?
Stupid coyote.
I'm guessing it lights up when you ring at the main door.
Stupid rabbit.
Ooh.
Does he need a shotgun to deal with suppliers? Would he even notice if I got in?
Stupid rabbit.
Probably. Don't underestimate him.
Maybe it leads to the basement. Something tells me he'd notice me no matter how stealthy I was.
Oh, stupid duck.
Anything else around here?
Or maybe this is the way to the basement and not that corridor.
Okay, you're making me confused now. So there's a duck, there's a coyote, there's a cat. Here's what it's Warner Brothers cartoons. Okay.
Stupid coyote.
Okay.
No. The plan will only work if O'Leary doesn't know I've been here.
Yeah, I'm already. Ooh. Okay.
Could it be an elevator shaft? How does this thing open?
Not with you on top of it. What was this?
If only I could reach that box.
Come on, put your muscle into it. Or lack thereof. Can I ask?
What happened? Should we run for it?
Do I look like I'm in a hurry? I need your brute force, Jake.
What's wrong? Is the little kitten too,
And your silence.
Come on. Okay. What exactly I'm trying to do? I have several ways to get inside this place. That I notice. Oh, left. Okay. That's a bad way in. How do I get out?
There are questions we only ask ourselves when it's far too late.
Timer. Find a source of light before the light runs out. Okay. There's the elevator. Source of light, come on. Oh, come on. That's not what I want to find. I only have the bottom parts. Okay. Really? You gonna keep teasing me with this? No going up? Okay. Anything here? I know this is the elevator, but can I go to the other side of the elevator? It is not going well. Maybe a lamp on the middle? Anything here? There you go. Flashlight controls R. Of course I had. This is a detective game. Of course I would eventually have to use a flashlight.
Why do they have so many paper notes? Do they get that many orders?
Is that even important? Food? Looks like food. Oh.
It won't budge.
Okay.
Huh. I was expecting some frozen bodies.
Uh-huh. Maybe. Ah, crank. A lock. Here we go. Come on, this is a stealth mission. What's this? Mixed bets, football, hockey, and boxing. Oh, okay. Boxing bets.
Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all.
Steve J. Grayson, Stone Laguana.
There's one on each table, except this one.
Okay. Bets. So yeah, maybe Yale was being told to fix the match.
The odds are incredibly in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but maybe word got out about his condition.
Nice hat. What is the thing? Come on. New York. Ah. Chicago.
Does O'Leary have a network of pals?
What? Ties with the mafia? Yeah, I mean, why not? Illegal gambling and stuff. Illegal gambling, betting on. That makes sense. Okay, Larry is becoming my main suspect.
Wow. I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
Well, if you don't have rules to follow. Where is the mysterious table? That's the one, okay. Okay. Wild berries. Okay. That's interesting. There's a typewriter here. Anything written on the type? No, just damn thing. Ooh, a top part. That looks like an encyclopedia. Okay. Now this is the interesting part. What is this machine?
A little thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next?
It's a calculator. Okay.
Sometimes I forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids. Anyway, maybe things aren't so bad on the dark side. 16 days until the fight.
Okay.
It looks like a summary of all the bets that come in. Day, amount, bet, wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet $5 grand on Yale?
O'Leary bet 5,000 on Yale. Okay. That just says that he wanted the fight to happen and he wanted him to win. Nothing here says that he could be the murderer. On the contrary, it says that the murder is totally against what would be good for O'Leary. Ooh, fancy. A catfish. Looks like someone.
Could that be Ireland?
Come on.
A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Okay.
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception.
Yeah.
Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about $20,000 in a drawer.
And he has a safe. Right here. Okay. Oh, I can look at this thing. And I was trying to for a while.
I'd say that's Ireland too.
It makes sense. He is from Ireland, isn't he? I love this fish. Yeah, let's look. This is for
Ireland, of course. This guy's obsessed.
Obsessed, man? Just because he has like 4 paintings about the place?
I hope I never become the object of O'Leary's obsession.
Unlikely.
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S to Z. Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him. If I were to pitch in, who would I spy on? According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I put away the report, I stopped in my tracks.
What did you find there?
Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police commissioner?
No.
To be honest, if Smirnoff had anything to hide, I'd rather not know about it. Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
Okay. Good to know. So I think this could tell us something about O'Leary.
In Bobby Yale's folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout. Although, at the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable.
Untouchable. Why would he be untouchable? Can I please? This one, yes. Complete poems of Avenarius, okay. Isn't this like a limited edition?
Limited edition copy 2 of 3. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance. Your eyes act like the moon.
What? Okay. This is... I'm actually...
If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
Okay. So, there's a book by Yale's father here, and Yale's is untouchable. That actually adds up. But why? What does O'Leary has with Yale's dad? I need to find anything else here? You find one, you find them all. Go. Anything interesting here?
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
Okay.
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
That is an interesting tidbit. I want more clues. Then we'll deduce stuff.
Luckily or not, files N through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
Well, come on. Come on. Yes, that place. All right. What does he has on Frank Cassidy?
Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union.
Okay. Still, I don't think that's enough for a case.
Dunn's integrity was legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around.
In Avenarius, I'm actually very curious about this one.
The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why?
Avenarius is some dealing with O'Leary. Not entirely sure what kind of dealing. Okay. Yeah.
I'd say O'Leary has threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career.
That's an idea. But then, he doesn't have anything to do with Yale. He could fix the match by having Stone lose. Or did he want to increase the odds somehow to earn more money? Things are not adding up. Hey Blacksad Fish, do you make any sense of the situation?
Jake. Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy? Here it is, middle of the night.
Nope. I'm dead. That's not the heart.
Jake. Someone was coming.
Quick time events.
Are we
Why?
or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy? Here it is, middle of the night. And we're working extra hours. Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Who is Jimmy?
Yeah.
Speak, you moron.
Yeah, very well. Why are you... Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy? 3 months. 3 months. Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy? I don't know. And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do? Please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
I can't just stay put.
O'Leary, the police have surrounded the...
That was stupid.
You don't need to worry about that. You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
I'm stupid.
Yeah,
they won't
speak,
shoot
you
me.
moron.
Yeah, very well. Why are you... Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy? 3 months. 3 months. Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy? I don't know. And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do? Please. I didn't do anything. I swear. He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right? was my cousin. That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need. Please. But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy. No. That's no way to treat a widow, is it? She's lying. Why would I do that? What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
I didn't want to. It was his idea.
Selfishly, I was glad I hadn't risked my life to save Jimmy. Maybe not even someone like him deserves to die. But one could also argue that I didn't deserve to die for someone like him.
Who's your boss? Give me a name! Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just... All right. Let's just... calm down now. Okay? It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. The first principle is the love for my family. I do anything to protect them.
Why do you show the picture?
The second
then?
principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? For the first time, I got someone killed. Even though all I really did was rat him out. No, I just... Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you? Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Sure. Good boy. What's the message? Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message.
Ow.
Come on. Wrap him up. Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chugs on it.
Got it.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Okay.
Pussycat!
I'm doing everything wrong here. I think. Yes, I am. So, Ring, no hiding. He's good at that. Okay. This kind of gameplay is kind of not a game. It's just kind of dumb. I'll just test all possibilities until I get it.
What? Just where do you think you're going, putty cat?
The password.
Two sacred principles rule my life.
The love you feel for your family.
What is going on today?
I should just have stayed silent.
Two sacred principles rule my life. The first is the love I feel for my family. The second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two principles, I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's interesting what comes to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly all I could think about was how much I wanted a pet fish.
You too, Bruce? Anyway, I was 14 years old, and I still dream about him, about his widow and his son.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish.
But
first...
that was that. Never again.
Nowadays, whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. His pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself.
No look at the gun.
The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy, I'd know he's not bluffing.
Where now?
When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
Okay.
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations, you're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word. Colbert told me to come here.
What? Me? No way! You did what? Colbert? When?
Well,
Yeah, remember when I called you on the phone? Don't you remember that cocky drunk guy?
No.
He kept bragging about how he was banging another guy's wife.
Oh? Oh, yeah. Weird times, huh?
Yeah, and you congratulated me for finding Yale and saving your life.
Several times.
Then you assured me that O'Leary would thank me.
Well, I didn't put it that way, but yeah.
And then you told me to come here to ask the boss himself.
Yeah. I think you deserve it. Right, Desmond?
Oh, Blacksad, Blacksad, Blacksad. Thank you. And sorry for jumping to conclusions. First, you get a random beating from Wilson. And now this. Although you have to admit I had my reasons to be suspicious, you ran away from Yale's apartment, didn't you? But as you well know, you can't trust anyone in this world. Take it. It's only fair.
As much as I appreciate the gesture, I don't want your money.
All right then. I understand. No problem. Really? Oh, Blacksad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited until tomorrow, don't you think?
Don't look at me. This was Colbert's idea.
I totally frame him. Okay.
I wish I was a noir fiction writer. At this very moment, I could write a couple of pointed, ironic remarks for the narrator to recount what I just lived through. The dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul. No. Fall loomed over me with the... Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not that. Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience.
That...
God, that's worse.
It's a horse and an anteater. Not an elephant. More like an anteater.
What were you thinking? He wants him alive.
I felt fall seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating. Mediocre, but appropriate.
Alright, let's deduce. Where am I?
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus! All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
FBI? That's fake.
Well, Mr. Blackmore, what can I do for the FBI?
Oh.
What every blue-blooded American should do. Ride the wave of success, on a global scale if possible.
Yeah, sure. We have to beat those commies on every battlefield, be it in Korea, a clay court, or Wimbledon. But that's not what you mean, right?
All right.
Maybe if we could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
Okay.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them. In any case, now I know why you mentioned O'Leary.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me.
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard. Anyway, now I get why you brought up the rigged games and your obsession with O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal gambling.
O'Leary is a murderer. Every criminal organization has blood on his hands. His is no exception. And we have proof. I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
Our country faces drastic problems that require drastic solutions. Do you want to be part of the problem or part of the solution?
This is actually quite simple.
I loved you now and forever.
One lucky gal.
You have a light,
Yeah.
sir?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous? Damn. I'm almost out of fluid.
Wanna know my trick? Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again. Will I get to smoke today? Don't worry, I'm not making any assumptions about your masculinity. Will I get to smoke today? Will I get to smoke today?
I hate this. Okay.
Thanks. I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Do you smoke? Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore. Did you bring my water?
I got more than that she realizes.
America's sweetheart gave you her cigarette? Dear God, she has the hots for you! I can't believe you said good old Weekly to investigate that stupid walrus while you were hanging out with Helen Moore herself!
Why did you tell him that?
What do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
You're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Blacksad.
Huh? Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
My husband woke me up this morning with roses and breakfast in bed. He said he had a scare last night, although he won't give me any details, and that he's been thinking about me ever since. He wants to take me to Niagara Falls for a second honeymoon.
That's nice, but I don't know why you're thanking me.
Are you kidding? Remember how I doubted him, but you made me change my mind? If he had suggested to take me to Niagara Falls when I still suspected him, I would have thought it was just a cover. Or worse still, a way to clean his conscience.
Well, I only did my job as honestly as I could. Enjoy your marriage. I hope you and your husband are happy.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. Send me your bill when you can. You're a good man, Mr. Blacksad.
Okay. Weird.
But what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but...
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Incredibly stupid.
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen more while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
Nice. But he had 4 aces in his sleeve. I guess I got a room. What is that?
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. John Blackmore. I work for Frank Cassidy. He asked me to bring you these bottles so you could choose which one you prefer for the game.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Blackmore? You okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth. I don't know where to begin. Since I got back from the war, I haven't been the same.
Sorry to hear that, son. You should have paid somebody to go in your place, like I did. The poor bastard didn't have a pot to piss in, so he done a fair deal. Till he went off and got himself killed. But you know what? At least he earned his place in heaven. The good Lord bless that man. And us while we're at it. Cheers!
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you. You seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo-wee!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust.
Okay.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him, and not get myself killed.
What can I do for you, sir?
Howdy. My name's Howard M. Farnham II.
Okay. Should I know you? What can I do for you, sir?
Oops.
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Find the request and leave before times run out. Okay.
Not even a Bible. At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much, his female companions have less of a hard time. Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
You have a good evening, sir. Wait,
Okay, that would be weird.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him, and not get myself killed.
what can I do for you, sir? I'm here to play me some poker. You got the wrong place, sir. Did you miss the barbershop sign above the door? You have a good evening, sir. Wait,
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. So I'll need to go and try to remember.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him, and not get myself killed.
what can I do for you, sir?
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Okay. So as a barber shop. Bilbao barber. Vietnamese shave. Okay.
Yes, I got a Vietnamese shave last time. No, please, come in. Of course, I remember you. Take a seat.
You do? I mean, no. You totally don't. You have terrible memories. You're confusing a cat with the moose.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay. Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Okay, try to remember.
Yeah, sure enough, booze put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that caught me cheating with the maid. my second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers, even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm betraying my boss by saying this, but Cassidy's bad news.
Sure enough, boy, he's in the boxing industry.
I mean, he won't play a fair game, but I can tell you his trick for a small share of the winnings.
What I care if I lose? If you knew how much I pay just to get in the game, you'd chew off your own pants. Pick your teeth with your belt buckle. It's just petty cash to me.
Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course they gave me my receipts. What do you think I am, boy? Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it. I just put it over. I think he's. I'll be right back.
Blocked. Okay. So where would he spot a receipt?
Farnham's address book. Who knows what kind of shitty characters are in there?
No.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
I told you, nothing more than petty cash. Never given a second thought to them small numbers. And you never will.
I died again. So seriously, I need to randomly search a drunkard.
Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course they gave me my receipts. What do you think I am, boy? Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it. I just put it over. I think he's. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Don't waste my time. There you go. Come on. Oh, this? Come on. I don't need pictures. Just put this thing there. Pocket.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in your pocket? I'm almost certain, but tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife, sonny boy.
Okay.
When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, no nothing. Who in the hell? Farnham. My God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
Come on.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot.
No. The phone. The phone.
Nothing says Texan like a cowboy hat. With this and that hat, I'll really look the part. I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
That's not what I needed.
Yes, sir. New York City. Ha! Ha! Sure enough, I'm fixing to play poker with him.
I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
Okay, I don't get it.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. The craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
Kenny.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
Kenny who?
At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much, his female companions have less of a hard time. They smell like a party.
Just stick it in it. I'm gonna die again.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Come on, come on, come on. Ah!
Kenny. Hey, do you think you can't be friends with someone and not know their last name?
Let me think. No.
Okay.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need? Luckily, there was only one Kenny in Farnham's address book, Kenny Eakes, residing at
New York.
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eakes has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
Crap.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Come on. This is ridiculous.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Father. Am I right?
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
Okay. There's a weapon here.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
It'll be my pleasure.
All right.
Welcome, gentlemen. Chips are on the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a lovely night of poker ahead of us full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a seat, Mr. Farnham. Let me introduce you. To my right, wearing gray boxers and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch. No offense to the women he exploits.
Our reigning champion, Oswald Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
Sorry, partner. You ain't got a chance in hell. But look at it this way. You're fixing to learn new tricks.
For better or for worse, I only need one trick. Playing well.
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you wish, Quince. He owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called, what was it? Darn it. I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas, where gambling is legal.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding Dong! That's it.
Who's the lizard?
Who'd ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino or no casino, let's just hope he doesn't keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds.
Frank, show some respect, huh?
The hospitality tycoon, Polly...
Tycoon? I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Paulie. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
Like they have a choice.
Don't be a sourpuss, Farnham.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You're looking to start your own pool business, Farnham? This guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. And guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Having to compete with illegal gamblers like that old Leary fella.
Huh? One would almost think that you live in New York, my friend. That son of a bitch killed one of my men and left the poor bastard on my damn porch. But he's a goner now. Ever since the sport got put on TV, people want a fair game, honest boxes, and no shady business. You can't break the law anymore like before. Nowadays, they gotta bribe those big network executives to negotiate for broadcasting rights. Billy Bob, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal. With a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve. The real issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Damn it! What, again?
How many games have you won in a row, Quince?
And here I was hoping that Farnham would steal your championship belt.
Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey, by the way, did you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Time to try to remember again. Oh my goodness. It was the phone call.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife... Women just gotta have their vices. Well, she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers and all that.
That's it, tranquilizers. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, too. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on, give me the bourbon.
Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Even when you play to lose, it's best to win the occasional hand to avoid suspicion. But with Quince, it was just impossible.
Well, I'll be damned! I don't believe this!
See what we mean, Farnham?
I still don't get why you keep coming for more, boys. I'm starting to think you all lose on purpose. In which case, you're about to have a blast.
This guy's like...
Poor Farnham.
It's cheating,
Came looking
isn't
to
it?
make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna lose it all with poker.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Rebel coaches like Joe Dunn.
Oh, I see you done your homework. That bastard wouldn't accept the most basic rules. For example, banning boxers from official competitions when the managers don't belong to my association. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry for his death. But if they ever find the murderer, I'd be glad to pay his lawyer fees.
Those there athletes hooking up with each other, like Al Stone and Helen Moore.
I see you subscribe to What's News. Yeah, my star boxer, the reigning champion. He's having an affair with America's sweetheart. Hey, I got nothing against those two idiots falling in love. Don't get me wrong, but it's taking a toll on his performance. I don't think he'll lose against Yale, but I'm starting to worry a bit. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us of trying to break his winning streak.
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
I dare say Texan boys do respond to a good beating.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house full.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Time to remember again.
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
Okay, what am I
How many
supposed to
kids
do?
you got in that house full of yours?
Come on. Try to remember.
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
This game is becoming annoying. I want to do deductions.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. No, deserving or not, the man would live.
So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6? Well, that's something. I don't know how you deal with all of them.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quince near one of your daughters.
Come on, Folly. Children are sacred. I won't lay a
Cassidy.
finger on them until they're 12. After that, well...
That guy's
let's just
disgusting.
say...
Well, everyone here is.
have needs that can only be met by a young girl that age, if you know what I mean.
Can he break that
Are
guy's
you
beak?
alright, Farnham?
That damn eagle represents the lowest scum of our society.
Couldn't agree more.
There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What? You lying piece of shit.
Quince.
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
Don't you dare call me Frank. Billy Bob.
It's 500 more. Huh. For washing up.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
A good call, Farnham. I owe you one. Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. And mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby Yale out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture, call me, Farnham.
Your behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting. Never contact me again or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, tell him that boxing is too violent for you. Signed, Frank Cassidy. My own tracks would be covered the following morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, though I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan like myself. I have decided to invest elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Howard M. Farnham II. Damn Texans.
All right. Give me the game back. Can I walk around and do deductions again? I think not. Yeah, I have nightmares about that too.
As for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily beating. A real shame. Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby. Maybe I should have given myself a beating.
Alright.
Blacksad.
Finally, I need you at the gym now, please.
Okay. What happened? Will I be able to save and quit?
It was like this when I got here.
Oh no.
When did you get here?
I've been calling you for over an hour.
Calm down. I'll take care of this.
Okay. But on the next episode. Because right now I'm a bit tired. And yes, I'll do my deductions next episode too, or otherwise it will not save it. But yeah, it wasn't the walrus. Still don't have a good lead on anybody to know who would want to kill him. I'm learned towards Cassidy. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I am phasing out. Bye.